Let's talk about a powerful new kind of AI that's about to completely reshape healthcare as we know it. It's called Agentic AI. Now think of it like this. This isn't AI that just sits there and crunches numbers. No, this AI can actively do things. It's like a smart, proactive assistant for everything in healthcare. And believe me, this isn't just another tech fad. It's a revolution in the making, set to change your doctor's office, the research lab, and pretty much everything in between.
So just how big is this shift going to be? We'll get a load of this number. By 2030, the market for this tech in healthcare is expected to hit nearly $5 billion. That's not just growth, you guys. That's an absolute explosion.
And this chart, wow, it really puts the speed of this thing into perspective. We're talking about a jump from about $500 million to almost $5 billion in just 6 years. That's a compound annual growth rate of over 45%. I mean, that's almost unheard of. It tells you there is a massive wave of investment and adoption happening right now inside our healthcare system.
So here's our game plan for this explainer. First, we're going to look at what's driving this AI gold rush. Then, we'll see what these agents are actually doing out in the wild. After that, we'll get into the trickiest part. How do you regulate AI that's always learning? And finally, we'll talk about what all this means for you and the future of your care. Okay, first up, let's start with the why. What's fueling this multi-billion-dollar expansion? Because this isn't just about hype. It's about solving some of the oldest, toughest problems in medicine.
You see, it really boils down to this. Healthcare is under enormous pressure. You've got the soul-crushing burden of administrative work like data entry and scheduling. There's the constant, relentless need to lower costs. And at the exact same time, all of us, as patients, are demanding more personalized, more effective care. Agentic AI is stepping onto the scene as a potential solution for all of this. And, get this, it also holds the incredible promise of turbocharging research for new drugs and treatments.
Okay, so we've seen the mind-boggling market numbers. But what do these AI agents actually do? Let's stop talking theory and see how this tech is becoming a real tool on the front lines of healthcare. A company called Hippocratic AI gives us a perfect example. Their agents are built for those non-diagnostic, patient-facing tasks. Like getting a call to schedule your annual wellness visit, or a check-in after you've left the hospital to make sure you're doing okay. They can help manage chronic conditions, send you reminders to take your meds, and even coordinate things like cancer screenings. These are all vital, super time-consuming tasks that AI can now handle at a scale we've never seen before.
And this quote right here, it gets to the absolute heart of the matter. In healthcare, you can't just move fast and break things, right? For major providers like Ohio Health, patient safety is the #1 non-negotiable rule. And it's this cautious, safety-first attitude that's actually building the trust we need to bring these incredible AI tools into our daily care. And it's not just about those patient calls. Behind the scenes, the engine powering this whole revolution is also being used to crack some of the toughest nuts in medicine. Tech giants like NVIDIA are building platforms that let researchers speed up drug discovery and analyze incredibly complex genetic data. This is where AI goes from just making things more efficient to potentially finding the next life-saving cure.
So this brings us to the biggest challenge in this entire revolution. Traditional medical devices get approved in a fixed, locked state. But the whole point, the magic of this new AI, is that it learns and gets better over time. So how in the world do you regulate something that is specifically designed to constantly change?
This slide just lays out the problem perfectly. On the left, you've got the old way. A device is approved once, and that's it. Any little change means a whole new, slow submission process. That's how tech gets outdated fast. But on the right, you have AI that actually gets smarter by using real-world data. It's a huge paradigm shift for regulators. They have to go from being gatekeepers of static products to being supervisors of evolving systems.
And here is the really elegant solution from regulators like the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. It's called a Predetermined Change Control Plan, or PCCP for short. So instead of locking the AI down, the company submits a detailed plan up front, telling regulators exactly how the AI will be allowed to change and what safety checks are in place for every single step of its evolution. It's basically a proactive roadmap for responsible innovation. And it all breaks down into 3 core pillars. First, the company has to be crystal clear about what kinds of changes they expect the AI to make. Second, they have to create a super strict protocol for how those changes will be developed, tested, and rolled out. And third, they have to do a deep dive impact assessment, analyzing all the benefits and risks before any changes are ever made. It's a framework for safe evolution.
Okay, so we've covered the market, the real-world uses, and the regulatory puzzle. Let's bring it all home and talk about what this means for us, the patients. How is this tech actually going to change our healthcare experience?
This quote from Hemant Taneja, who's a key investor in this space, really captures the ultimate vision. You see, the real promise here isn't just about saving time or money. It's about using safe, even empathetic AI to make healthcare more accessible and more dignified for everyone. It's about totally reimagining how we deliver care.
So that's where we are today. We have this incredible technology that can automate tasks, accelerate research, and give more people access to care. But it comes with a profound challenge. As these AI agents become a bigger and bigger part of our personal health, the critical question we all have to ask is this: how do we find the right balance between amazing innovation and absolutely essential oversight? The answer we come up with will define the future of medicine for all of us.